And hello there, welcome back to Japan Game Junk Podcast. This episode, I'll be talking about a store visited on July the 26th of 2024. This is the Mandai Shoten warehouse-style used shop in Kawagoe City of Saitama prefecture. So, heading in, the first thing I saw was in the showcase there, a very, very cheap copy of the Psycho Chaser PC Engine HuCard game for 1880 yen. And it was a bit yellowed, it looked very worn. I was tempted to get it because it's a very good shooting game, but the contacts look a little bit black. I was worried about that, and I didn't want to go and return it if it didn't work, or not bother and just keep the damaged one. So I didn't get it in the end, but still, that's a very good price. If you have never come across it before, that's a good one to get if you want to take a risk on that one. For 7,000 yen, you could get either the Knuckles the Echidna or Miles Tails Prower from the Sonic the Hedgehog series. These are the Nendroid figures, so they're very high quality kind of Japanese brand of figures, but 7,000 yen, it's a lot for a figure. I usually try to get them for 100 yen or 200 yen or so from a catching machine. Yeah. For a much cheaper price, but still too expensive. 4,000 yen, you could get a pipe from Super Mario. A green pipe with some extra character figures written on the side. And this is a coin bank. You put your coin in the pipe, and it makes the sound of Mario going down the pipe when you put your coin in the pipe. And, you know, it was originally a kind of a lottery thing where you pay like 700 yen and you get a ticket and you hope it's a good thing that you get. This was the second prize, the B prize in a lottery previously. Can't remember how many years ago, but, you know, if it weren't 4,000 yen, I'd want it because it makes the Mario pipe going down sound, but oh well. For only 300 yen, they had two different varieties of also originally lottery prizes, but lower down on the list. Animal Crossing, Dobutsu no Mori, bottles. One had the frog guy on it, and one had the lamb thing on it. But yeah, they're just drink bottles. You put your drink in there, and you close it up, and you open it up, and you take a drink when you need to. And 300 yen each, very cheap. For also 300 yen, or 3 for 880 yen. So a little bit cheaper there. You could get a Splatoon squid-shaped sponge. There you go. But also you could get, for how many of these are in here? 10 PlayStation games. 10 PlayStation games. Some of the manuals might be ripped or whatever, but still, 10 random PlayStation games all wrapped up in paper and sold off for 1,200 yen each pack of 10. Very obviously, what you would be getting, though, is the PS1 books releases of the Rockman games. So they had Rockman 1, 2, 3, and 4, I believe, originally the Famicom games, that were re-released on the PlayStation, just as single games themselves. And they were released as PS1 books. Again, the kind of, not just like value, like was it the best hit series, but PS1 books are the greatest hits. PS1 books were really, really cheapened up. No, like all put into a thin jewel case, no back insert, only the game disc and OB strip and the manual in the PS1 books releases, which are again half the size of normal CD cases too. But yeah, it's Rockman, you know, Mega Man. And number 1 was 1580 yen, number 2 was 1980 yen, and the others were 2980 yen, which is kind of expensive when their original retail prices were 1800 yen. Something else that I did purchase and should be on the YouTube channel, Cross Tante Monogatari, so Cross Detective Story. This is a very interesting animation and well-designed kind of mystery game, kind of hunt in the pictures to find clues kind of game. And it's usually very expensive. Here it was only 600 yen because it was only the discs, no manual, no case or whatever, but I couldn't pass that up, and I did pick it up at 600 yen for this. What I did not pick up was the Saturn version. I don't think it's the same as the Mega CD or Sega CD of KO's Flying Squadron, which was 11,800 yen. I believe that's even cheap compared to the Mega CD or Sega CD version, which is much more expensive. That was disc only, by the way. Also disc only for 3880 yen, Ikaruga, the shooting game for Dreamcast. And behind that, for 6,000 yen, was with a lot of scuffs and a lot of damage to the manual, it says, the 10th anniversary Sonic Dreamcast Sonic Adventure 2 pack, which I have, I believe, is my third or fourth short video I've made, which I picked up much more cheaply than that. But if you want to have it, they have it for 6,000 yen. And the last thing of note here was for 110,000 yen. Wow. For PlayStation was Serial Experiments Lain, some sort of animation-based game, which I guess is rare. It does say that there were some scratches on disc 1, and it has 2 of the postcards, whatever that might mean. If that's worth 110,000 yen to you, then go on to the Mandai Shoten in Kawagoe City and pick that up. But after all that, it's all I have to say today. Thank you so much for your fantastic listening. Hope you can enjoy your game collecting, and hope that your wonderful weekend / weekday / holiday is going very well. Thank you and goodbye.